What's going on? How you doing? Got another one for you. I think I'll put this one up on YouTube. So, my third video ever on YouTube. I've never been on YouTube before. This is my third video. Hey guys, welcome to my third video for YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. This is a tweet I'm looking at from October 10th. That's today. That's today. Hey, lucky you. You're catching it on the day it was tweeted out. Isn't that nifty? Okay, so I bookmarked this and I unbookmarked it because I got a video out of this, and that was the more important thing to me. Anyway, but I wanted to look at this. Peter Thiel, strange guy, right? Strange ideas, quirky. Really, every instance of Thiel that is mentioned on the internet, he looks into that instantly. It's kind of interesting. Self-conscious, we would say. Self-conscious to quite a degree. October 10th. In his latest lecture series, Peter Thiel argues that the coming Antichrist will be a Luddite who portrays AI, technology, and nuclear war as the catalyst for humanity's end. He has foresight. Peter Thiel can see into the future. He argues that Schmidt's catechon, the worldly governmental power meant to restrain the Antichrist, will itself become the Antichrist and suppress technological innovation, which Thiel considers the chief engine of progress in human history. Okay, I'm going to correct him on that real soon. Thiel's greatest concern, me, big brain, galaxy brain, all right? Peter Thiel, mega billionaire, Franson, even larger brain. Thiel's greatest concern is that humanity will be doomed to technological stagnation by change-averse regulative authorities in perpetuity. All right, well, Mr. Thiel, if you're watching, send money. I won't say anything you want me to, but send money anyway. Hey, send a dono, will you? Bitcoin, send a massive Bitcoin donation. Peter Thiel, I am hypnotizing you. Peter Thiel, my words are working on your will, softening your resistance to sending me $50,000 in Bitcoin. All right, well, this whole notion of technological innovation as the chief engine of progress in human history, I don't think so. Got to correct you on that one, Mr. Thiel. I think we're going to go with morality. Innovations in morality are actually the chief engine of progress in human history. Let myself make this. Let me make the case. Okay, let me make the case. All right, working on it, thinking. All right, let's just go back to slavery. Right, 800,000 white men died to ostensibly end the institution of slavery. Slavery is still going on today, but not in the Western world. And a big reason why is because somewhere around 400,000 Northern soldiers, somewhere around 400,000 Southern soldiers. That's my understanding that Southerners had the Southerners till the Irish were brought in, and the Greeks and the Italians brought into the Northern Army. The Southerners had the edge. The Southerners had the edge. So maybe we'd still be in slavery today if they'd won. Anyway, the institution of slavery ended. 800,000 white human souls dead, white Christian human souls, cream of the cream, creme de la creme, as they say, ended slavery. Well, okay, there were some pretty unproductive people enslaved, but slavery was ended in principle. And so there were also a lot of Irish people that were enslaved, and you could argue that they were economically unproductive, but they were productive. A lot of economic productivity was freed up. Not only that, but those who owned the labor were incentivized to mechanize. They were incentivized to work their farms more efficiently, which freed up people to do other things. And they went and worked in the factories. So a lot of the Industrial Revolution wouldn't have happened if it weren't for the ending of slavery. That is an argument from economics, but it does work because of morality underpins it. And I could go on and on. But the main innovation that I think needs to happen these days, you know me, is peaceful parenting. Peaceful parenting needs to happen. That is our human innovation, not technological innovation. You parent the kids better, then they don't believe this gobbledygook foresight. Oh, he might take 1,000 off the 50,000 for me saying that. Okay, only 49. We're running for 49,000 now, Mr. Thiel. Okay, here's a quote. It's because the Antichrist talks about Armageddon nonstop. We're all scared to death that we're sleepwalking into Armageddon. I'm not. We're going to be just fine. nuke India. Excuse me, never mind. Just a joke, okay? Just scrub that. I never said that. And then because I don't want to get kicked off YouTube, right? I'm walking on broken glass here. And then because we know World War III will be an unjust war that pushes us. We're going hard towards peace at any price. What? There may not be a World War III. What do these guys know, right? I was thinking about Charlie Kirk recently. What did this guy know? Oh man, a lot of energy today. Can you tell? I'm coming in with a lot of energy. What level of the craft did Charlie Kirk know? There's a lot of actors around his death. A lot of people with an acting background. What's Thiel know? He knows something that we don't know. When's the rug pull, Peter Thiel? Get us out of the rug pull. Get me out of the rug pull. Don't let me go down with the masses, Peter Thiel. I will give you blood. I'm kidding. What I worry about in that sort of situation is you don't think too hard about the details of the peace. And it becomes more likely that you get an unjust peace, yeah? Reminds me of a little peace deal, the Versailles Treaty that Germany went through. This is, by the way, the slogan of the Antichrist. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It's peace and safety, sort of the unjust peace. Let me conclude on this choice of Antichrist or Armageddon. And again, in some ways, the stagnation and the existential risks are complementary, not contradictory. Makes sense. The existential risk pushes us towards stagnation and distracts us from it. Oh, that's kind of, I think that's kind of true. People perceiving the risk and then stagnating as a result. Yeah. We have massive upside. Humanity has massive upside, but we don't need to be worried about an antichrist portraying themselves as being a Luddite who portrays AI technology and nuclear wars as a catalyst for humanity's end. We don't need to worry about that. That's not going to happen. Hey, I have foresight too. It's just as likely to happen as not happen. Well, no, that's not true. It's just not going to happen. Let's look at the comments on this. Some wild stuff, man. This guy has some intense beliefs. I want to know what he knows. I want to get these guys, these billionaires, man, they have the information edge. What does he know about the polarity shift that I don't? How far up in the craft is he? Thiel is just regurgitating an old heresy that material and technological progress is necessary to reach spiritual salvation. Yo, good take. In reality, technology is just an extension of our will and has nothing to do with the spiritual. I'm surprised people think he's a profound thinker. Well, shot across the bow right there. The fact that Peter Thiel doesn't have the self-awareness to realize that he himself has become the vehicle of the Antichrist, in his own words, is incredible. Thiel, your face is a little greasy, man. You got to change your diet. People are looking at how you look. They don't like your physiognomy. Oh, here's the bookmark. I want to have a look at this video. I can unbookmark it now. Let's have a look at this video. Tech Billionaire says the quiet part out loud. Let's have a look.
I want to play for you one of the most chilling clips I've ever heard. And just hold on and trust me, because it's not that chilling until you realize what it means.
The basic idea was that we could never win an election on getting certain things because we were in such a small minority. But maybe you could actually unilaterally change the world without having to constantly convince people and beg people and plead with people who are never going to agree with you through a technological means. And this is where I think...
This is what him and Larry Ellison are up to, huh?
Technology is this incredible alternative to politics.
That's tech billionaire and Republican...
An alternative to politics, huh? Politics is how we sort ourselves out, right? That's how everybody agrees that we sort ourselves out.
Mega donor.
That's the social contract, right? He's talking about sidestepping the social contract. You devious guy.
Peter Thiel speaking at a Libertopia, a libertarian conference in 2010.
Bro, I remember this. Holy cow. How do I even remember Libertopia 2010?
He's basically
Blast
saying
from the past, man. That clicked into my head suddenly. The file, right? The document file clicked into my head.
Saying that his political ideology is so unappealing that it'll never win elections. And that's one thing he's right about, because
Yo.
He's railed against women having the right to vote.
Yo, let's go. Okay, cool.
Complained so much about diversity and written some
He complained about diversity?
really disgusting stuff about sexual assault and consent.
Whoa.
But he knows that
Hey, Peter Thiel, fun guy. What did I call him earlier? Odd or something? Hey, I take it back.
he can use technology as a unilateral alternative to politics, and that should really freak
That should scare you. We need to join Antifa to fight it.
you out. Thiel is one of the
Nerd mode. This is scary. Are you scared? Join Antifa.
co-founders and biggest investors in
I don't want to join Antifa. Leave me alone.
Palantir, a CIA-funded technology company that has contracts
This is
across the
scary.
government
This is making Palantir look badass, all right? Oh, brother.
for their data software.
Did I
Here's
just say the first favorable words on Palantir ever?
their CFO speaking a few years ago.
Nobody likes Palantir.
Continue to advance our mission of becoming
Shyam Sankar.
the U.S. government
Shyam.
central operating
It's like a
system
one-syllable word.
as we
Sham.
extend our footprint across defense, healthcare, and civilian agencies.
And while both President Obama
Bruh.
and Biden did sign Palantir contracts,
How's
President
Palantir stock doing? Palantir stock. How's it doing? It was down last I saw. Okay. Down on the day, still up on the month, way up on the year. Yeah, so I caught it at this little trough the last time I heard on it. Whoa! In the last week. Oh, down in the last week. Palantir is cooking. Palantir is profiting from Trump's ravenous appetite for deportations. Well, it's a lot of biometric data collecting that's going on, I'm sure.
Trump is taking it way further. There are new contracts with ICE, something literally called
Immigration OS, fun. That sounds fun. I want to test drive that. Hey, let me be a beta tester.
Immigration
Let me deport people, and I'll try out your software for you. You pay me good money.
OS and the
I'm
IRS.
just joking. I don't want to take this money. This is dirty money. Palantir is helping Doge with a massive IRS data project. Yeah. Weren't they saying that basically Doge was the way
So
to
15 years-
onboard? Doge was the way to onboard Palantir.
Years ago, Peter Thiel, like the supervillain in a movie explaining his plan to the hero,
Man, they lied. They just lie to our faces and then do something different, right? Trump is the data center president. He's the India data center president.
admitted that he
Oh, you were hoping he'd be the Bitcoin and beef president? Nah, not happening.
can use technology to get his ideas across when they're unpopular, completely subverting democracy.
Man, they just make everyone more angry at his causes. Palantir stands with India, Israel, same thing, right?
And today, one of his technology
India, just a little different than Israel, just a little.
companies is gaining more and more power within the government, building the very systems our government relies on. And oh yeah, this is the
Whoa. Did you see that move he did there? Cool move. Cool nerd move.
is gaining more and more
at this
power
move
within
he
the
does.
government, building the very systems our government relies on. And oh yeah, this
Whoa.
is the CEO.
I'm digging this, man. This is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing information. Is this a more perfect union? Yeah.
The central risk to Palantir
It's the lefties, right? Left and right. They're both controlled opposition.
and America.
This is the guy that just wants a drone strike on U.S. citizens, right? Is
And the
this guy a U.S. citizen?
world is a regressive way of thinking that is corrupting and corroding our institutions, that calls itself progressive, but actually and is called woke, but is actually a form of a thin pagan religion.
If you're a progressive, if you have progressive values, meaning you just, I don't know, care about
What's wrong with this guy? This guy, hey, what's wrong with you, dude?
other people,
I'm not supposed to make fun of people on YouTube. I'm being very nice.
the CEO of the company building America's technological back
Do it
end
all. Do it all. You're a false god of doing it all.
thinks of you as the central risk. He thinks of you as the enemy.
I need to join Antifa then.
Are these the people you want running
Hey man, I don't want my face in a database. It's been in one for like 10 years now, huh?
the systems you rely on?
I'll fight the man.
Or worse, the systems that surveil you?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the surveillance under Trump sucks, man. This guy's just helping. He just helps any let's just say PayPal mafia guy that flashes a little money in. Kushner, good. Still great friends with Kushner. You thought Kushner would be out of the Trump White House, right? No. Hey, I want to look at this here. U.S. beef prices are skyrocketing. It's up to a record $6.32 a pound for ground beef, 13% in August, year over year. Incredible. Since 2021, beef prices have risen plus $2.30 a pound, or 58%. Oh, man. Yeah, U.S. cattle and calves inventories continue to fall, pressured by drought, high feed costs, record calf prices, and those feed costs are driven also by the forget the word for it. Well, the whole supply chain fiasco with Ukraine and Russia, the fertilizer, right? Cattle herd is now at its smallest since the 50s, the 1950s. That can't be good. Hey, you want a backyard calf? You want a bottle calf? Go pick one up. Cheap. Craigslist, $350. Keep it in your backyard. That's what it's going to come to if you want to keep eating beef. At the same time, domestic demand remains strong due to high per capita consumption. As the U.S. is one of the largest beef consumers in the world, beef inflation is not slowing. And not only that, but beef imports are going up. This is a total nightmare. America should be able to provide its own beef. It should be able to produce the beef that it needs. But you're seeing a lot of these states get carved up for housing for all these people that showed up in the last 5 years. A lot of these beef producing states like Texas, Montana, even Nebraska, just going by the wayside, right? All this land being carved up for what? For people to be surveilled, huh? I think I'm going to leave it here. This is just a brief little hello, what's up? Hey, YouTube. I'm here. I'm making videos. I'm still alive. I'm kicking. Was censored for 4.5 years. No fun. Making a noise over on X. Doing pretty good over there. Lots of impressions. Millions upon millions of impressions in the last 3 months. So that's good. I'll mention my paywall, franson.locals.com. You can get access to the juicier stuff over there. The stuff that I think is it's too spicy. It's too spicy for YouTube. So, but I'm gonna make my splash over here on YouTube once again. I'm gonna get things going. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Thanks for hanging with me. I'll see you.